Hey, Crypto Growth Fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, folks. FLR, the amazing Flare magic. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And, folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. Anyways, folks, let's see what the Flare magic is all about. This is Ayman Turhal over here. Big things are going to happen. If not today, tomorrow at least. Look at this, an interesting graphic over here. Flare riding this electrifying bull over here. Reminds me of the Brahma bull of the rock. Okay. Look at this. This is Stallison. Can't wait to see even more magic from the amazing Flare Network team. We're going to be looking at that magic in a moment. What's happening with Flare? Keep casting those brilliant spells. Hugo Potter over here is really working strong and always active. Look at this. Some technicals. Flare Network fan. Flare's next steps at 0.023 and 0.026, basically 2.5 cents remains that crucial level over here. Let's hope that the prices break through these different resistance points and ultimately go up. Okay, this is Quantic over here, gasless USDTO on Flare. What's the opportunity for developers? Let's check this out.
Past few days, we have seen a massive influx of stablecoins on Flare. And today, I want to cover some opportunities for developers thanks to this integration with USDT Zero and gasless transaction. So first of all, what we should know is that USDT Zero is a token, a stablecoin, that it has been created to solve the liquidity fragmentation problem of USDT. And it utilizes layer 0 technology and is an omni-chain token, right? So Flare integrated this and there was a massive influx of stablecoins. Now, before we go into the details of the opportunities for developers thanks to this integration, I want to cover what it would be a typical user flow. So if you have some stablecoins, some USDT on Ethereum or another L2, probably at some point you're going to bring it to Flare via a bridge, such like the one provided by Stargate, right? And it's pretty simple and straightforward. But once you have that, you probably want to go to the Flare portal and swap your USDT, bridge it from layer 0 to USDT 0, right? Once you do that, it's pretty simple because now you can start exploring the opportunities. There is a bunch of incentives for users to have USDT 0 on the Flare ecosystem. And for instance, you can utilize Spartex to find some interesting yield opportunities. Now,
Flare's journey is indeed beginning, folks. Look at this. Your DeFi journey on Flare begins here. Flare is just getting started when it comes to use cases, when it comes to utility.
What is interesting for me from the developer point of view is that when you go and check out the gasless USDT Zero portal for Flare, what you can see is that, okay, you will connect your wallet, you will have certain balance, and then you can sponsor a transfer, right? What this means is that you can send USDT Zero on Flare for free, essentially, with no need to having Flare tokens, right? And you can just type the amount, type the recipient address, and just click send, and that would be all. Now, here it comes the opportunity from my perspective, because what I want you to think from a developer point of view is that as Flare continues to bring other assets, it's very likely that you will be needing other additional implementations for having gasless transactions on Flare for these other assets. It just make it easier for users to bring their assets to Flare without the need to having Flare tokens, right? So if you really want to check this out, what I would recommend is to go and check out the EIP 3009, which has this function transfer with authorization. So on the previous portal for the gasless USDT zero, this is exactly what is on the backend. So if you simply want to your users to authorize one-off transfer and have a backend to cover for the gas, you use this transfer with authorization function. Now, what is more interesting, in which I think a lot of services are going to, be taken. They will try to take advantage of this because it makes sense. So, if your protocol needs to collect a fee or pull some funds into an escrow or a decentralized app before forwarding anything, you can use this other function, which is called receive with authorization, or its a sponsored variant. Now, this is important because, like I mentioned before, the more assets come into the Flare ecosystem, the more opportunities you want to have frictionless onboarding, and this provides a service that you can actually offer such that users in different apps can have very smooth user experience, right? And finally, if you're still asking yourself, what about permit 2? Yeah, like if you already have a system built on ERC20 with the approve and transfer from pattern, and you don't mind those extra steps, and your users are comfortable holding the token of Flare, that's all good, and you can keep using this function. But I 100% recommend checking out this EIP 3009 and these functions transfer with authorization and receive with authorization. Right now we have gasless transactions for USDT zero, and I think that this is going to continue to grow into a different direction once we have more assets. So make sure to check it out.
Folks, when it comes to the Flare magic, the magic is there for the developers as well as the passive income enthusiasts as well. An opportunity for everyone is there, to be honest. Look at this. USDT is a serious DeFi enabler for Flare. It brings what the network was missing, a stable, liquid, and interoperable asset backed by Tether, trusted by institutions, and ready to scale. Thanks to seamless cross-chain movement via Stargate Finance and clear DeFi use cases on Flare networks, lending, LPs, perps, USDTO is already drawing capital. 59.7 million minted, plus 1600% market cap in 4 days. You can't build a real DeFi ecosystem without a liquid, interoperable stablecoin. USDTO on Flare is that piece, and it is what unlocks now, folks, when it comes to XRP-Fi, when it comes to the DeFi of XRP. This seems to be that missing piece according to a lot of Flare proponents and advocates, as it strengthens Flare's position on a more usable, connected, and institution-ready DeFi platform. Look at this, the total value on SparkDex surpasses almost $2.7 million, folks. Look at this. USDTO adoption on Flare networks helping push liquidity to new heights. Awesome. In all seriousness, this is a major step in Flare's progression for XRP-Fi. Look at this over here, Apex 2025. XRPL Apex is the largest event of the year for the XRP ecosystem. Flare couldn't miss it. In his keynote, our CEO and co-founder Hugo will be talking about XRP staking and how it is enabled by Flare with TEEs. Look at this is the speaker profile over here. Let's go through this while we're at it. Hugo Fillion, the CEO of Flare Network. Introduction, let's see. For those of you who do not know about Hugo, let me summarize it. Hugo is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Flare Network. Flare is a scalable EVM-based Layer 1 blockchain designed to enable trustless. Trustless means that no third party is involved, so Flare always focuses on decentralization and cutting out the middlemen, cutting out the intermediaries, and securing the network, securing interoperability between any blockchain. So Hugo's previous career was as a derivatives trader, managing portfolios at several large funds Subsequently, Hugo studied machine learning at University College London, so he is academically strong as well, where he met Flare's co-founders Sean Rowan and Nairi Usher. So, and they started this new revolution named Flarenetwork. XRP on Flare is different. It has a flywheel. This is where the magic is, bringing use case to a renowned brand like XRP, Bitcoin, Doge, name it, you name it. Those that do not have smart contracts. USDTO brings the capital base, FXRP brings composability. Pair FXRP with USDTO, deep liquidity. Deep liquidity equals efficient markets. Efficient markets equals more DeFi activity. More DeFi activity means more yield and real XRP use cases, providing use case to a project that claims to provide the biggest use cases. This is what Flare is. This is XRP DeFi. Flare is the engine. Awesome. New RFLR epoch has begun. RFLR plays a key role in deepening liquidity and accelerating adoption on Flare. Awesome. Another 66 million Flare burned, part of the 2.1 billion Flare burn plan, and that's not counting Flare TX fees and unclaimed rewards, which are also being burned. This burn is far from over. Check this out. The burns are happening. This is what caught my attention, folks. Look at this. Into the block. Flare's total value locked is skyrocketing, with several protocols on Flare networks showing significant increases in TVL. The main driver of this growth is USDTO to an omni-chain version of USDT. The omni-chain version. You can explore the full Flare analytics dashboard here. You can check this out. Into the block, on-chain crypto, DeFi, and NFT analytics. Awesome. Move USDT to and from Flare is Flare seamlessly via Kraken, folks. So do check it out. LFG Flare Networks Kraken simplifies acquiring USDTO for everyone. Just choose USDT as the asset you want to withdraw, then select network. You'll see Flare USDTO right there at 0 or O, depending on how you want to call it. Right there at the top, so click that, then designate your Flare wallet address, confirm, and done. Check this out, folks. Flare USDTO. Okay, awesome. Dollar from bank, largest stablecoin on Kraken, 1:1 on Flare. Start earning APY between 39% to 288% with USDTO on Flare's DeFi ecosystem. Great. Read more about XRP DeFi thesis over here, an introduction to XRP DeFi, a lot of different stuff that is happening. Okay. So much that Flare has posted around here, folks. This is awesome. We checked this out already. Guestless USDT on Flare. What's the opportunity for developers? Look at this, folks. This is Crypto Airy over here, talking about the TVL and what's happening with Flare. Can't wait to see Flare networks named on the TVL pie chart on DeFi Llama. Today, Flare TVL is up again to $125 million to get its own colored portion of the pie. So basically getting its own colored portion, surpassing Avalanche should do it. If it passes through Avalanche, folks, it will come down over here. Currently at just over $2 billion before year end. Let's go. Let's hope that Flare reaches these levels soon and slowly and gradually takes over this pie. Look at this, Ethereum still having a huge portion of this pie, folks. Let's hope that Flare comes and takes its respectful and rightful part in this pie, because it is providing such unique use cases to the industry and the finance as a whole. Anyways, folks, what do you guys think about the amazing Flare magic. I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by checking out Decent discounts and Patreon by following the links in the description box below. Until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.